Smile.
With all four of your cheeks.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right, we are here.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Spiritual Neighborhood. We are the Lunch Bunch of the Spiritual Neighborhood. The Spiritual Neighborhood is a grassroots community project of the Council of Families for Children, dedicated to the quality of life for body, mind, and soul, and for the integration of a happy, healthy human. And today you have us for, it's Tipsy Techno Tuesday. And because of that, I will be bringing a little bit of my favorite coffee flavoring, Kahlua, Mr. Kahlua.
Mr. Kahlua.
And we have Elizabeth, Deborah, and Betty.
I'm drinking Kahlua, Irish cream, and protein shake. I'm healthy.
Here's to everybody. Everybody.
My Canada Dry ginger ale.
Kahlua for me and coffee.
Diet even.
We have cut Elizabeth off.
good.
We were concerned that Elizabeth was becoming a drunk, so we have cut her off. We have put her on the
Truth
wagon.
of that, let me rephrase that. The truth of that was the fact of what beer's made of, and I was starting to feel really, really bad afterwards. I mean, bad. So it's just, it's not good for me right now.
Well, you could drink other things.
Have you tried dark beer?
I don't really need to drink, really.
Because dark beer doesn't do the things to me that regular beer does. So if I'm going to drink beer, I drink dark beer.
I don't even know what to say to that. Well,
I don't drink beer unless it's flavored beer.
because I'm wanting to know, what does beer do to her now? That's all I can think about. What does it do to her now?
It's bloating. For me, beer can bloat you. It can also make you exhausted or lagging in energy,
And sometimes they use dyes, like yellow dyes, and those affect me. They give me headaches.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, it was after Audra was on the show, and she got to talking about why you should not eat certain foods or you shouldn't drink certain drinks. And, she's the one that brought up beer, that it was made with this process, and it's really not good for you. And it's like, duh, the light bulb went off. And I thought, I feel bad afterwards. I don't look forward to it. And if I'm not looking forward to it and I feel bad, why the hell am I doing it? That doesn't make sense. So
now, and she did say drinking wasn't a bad thing in moderation. It's just when we overindulge ourselves in it.
Yeah, and I don't like Kahlua. I never have liked Kahlua. My mom loved anything Kahlua. It's just too sweet for me now.
Yeah.
I don't like really sweets,
Yeah.
Maybe a strawberry daiquiri would be as far over to the sweetness as I would go.
Coladas. Guess what? My husband's gone to the store. He's going to bring me home some coconut milk. I'm going to make fresh pina coladas.
See, those are too sweet to me.
Coladas.
Those are too sweet to me. I like bourbon
Pineapple.
straight up. I like.
Margaritas
Yeah,
are good too.
I like bourbon. I like bourbon with water. I like it with mint. Bourbon. You can't screw bourbon up. You just can't.
Honey, what was it that was in that bourbon drink the other day? Lemon and honey?
Oh, those are good.
No, what?
No, the one I had.
Yeah,
Honey and lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that was delicious, y'all. I don't know how they made that. Is it fresh lemon? I don't know, but it was
Probably.
Oh, it was delicious. I had never had. Usually, when I have a bourbon, and I have bourbon and Coke, like Jack Daniels and Coke. But this was just, there was no Coke in this, was there?
No.
It was just lemon and honey, and it was delicious.
There's all kinds of really wonderful bourbon drinks and things like that. But I think I like bourbon because my dad used to give me hot toddies all the time when I was a kid. I've had allergies all my life. So the minute I'd lay down at night, I'd start coughing and cough.
Oh,
cough.
that's so aggravating.
And so my dad
Hi, Bonnie. How are you?
So my dad would give us hot toddies, and he says, he would go, well, see, it fixed your cough. And I'm like, yeah, you get me so drunk, I'd pass out, So. But you did, you slept good.
Bonnie said bourbon ham. Has anybody had bourbon ham?
I put bourbon.
No.
I put bourbon in my glaze for hams.
Are we soaking the ham in bourbon for 24 hours and then cooking it? Is that what we're talking about?
What is she talking about?
Yeah. Explain, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Explain yourself, Lucy. Explain.
Today's Bonnie's day off, and that's why she gets to watch on Tuesdays.
Really?
Yay.
We're always off. Off our rockers.
Speak for yourself.
I'm speaking
I'll drink
for
to
you.
that.
I'm speaking for you.
Here we go. We'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that being off one's rocker.
So
But you have to have a rocker first.
I got one.
you can squat and just kind of rock back and forth and then fall over.
I'm in my rocking chair. It's the 2020 rocking chair.
Too.
So we were talking before we came on the air, and we were talking about things that were just bugging us to death, and we're all wonderful, wise, really well-centered women, but we lose our shit sometimes.
Well, Bonnie responded. She said, a customer comes up to me and orders the bourbon ham. I always say I'd rather drink my bourbons than eat it.
What the
Oh, I
hell?
forgot. See, Bonnie works in the deli at Kroger, and they have some of the best meat there. And they have a ham called with bourbon, and I forgot about that.
It's a boar's head.
It's boar's head. Boar's head's got the best.
Yummy.
Do you know when you work in the deli, you have to be trained by a certified boar's head person and then certified as a boar's head slicer before you can actually serve their meat? You have to know how to slice it, what's in it, everything. Yeah.
Yet again, these people on the firing line that we thought were just, what a useless, thankless job. Wrong.
It's one of the hardest jobs. I've done it.
On your feet all day.
All day long.
All day.
I have to agree with Bonnie. I'd rather drink my bourbon than eat it.
Yeah, me too. I
Yeah,
don't.
but it is good. You can have a bourbon ham sandwich with a bourbon and Coke.
Bourbon ham sandwich. Oh my God.
And then bourbon
It's really
pecan
good.
pie. Bourbon pecan pie for dessert.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah.
But y'all, if you want to try it, go to Kroger's and ask to have a slice. They'll give you a free slice.
Oh my God, we're going to go Krogering. Let's go
Okay,
Krogering.
so what makes boar's head so special that I have to have a class on how to even pick it up?
Well, okay, tell Bonnie to remind me, but I'm pretty sure there's no MSGs, no fillers. Okay, there's
I don't need a class for that. You give me a piece of paper, I read it.
Nitrates.
They have the best commercials ever.
Look I didn't even eat hummus till I tried their hummus. It is so good.
Moore's Head hummus.
Yes, and they make a dark chocolate hummus that's out of this world that you could put on pita chips that are just to die for.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's so
you wouldn't think it was good, but it's really good. It's a nice dessert.
Okay.
Well, hummus is just chickpeas. You can do a lot with chickpeas. It just depends on how you flavor it. So I bet you could do all kinds of crap with that if you wanted to.
Yeah. But is Bonnie typing up those answers, right? Bonnie, this is a test. Tell us what's in.
Relax, Bonnie. Relax, Bonnie. So here's
my screen just made this really funky sound. The last time that happened, it knocked me off. I just was reading a message here that we're talking about Frontier's having some kind of whatever is going on over here in the neighborhood. So if I disappear and you don't see me again, it's because
they took you out.
I thought it was because you were a witch.
took me out.
I thought it was because you were a witch and your magic's off.
Oh, my magic's always on. It's just not always counterproductive.
No, off-centered. I thought your magic was off-centered.
Bonnie said that because of the coronavirus, they're no longer giving samples out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That makes sense because if you go to Costco, they're not giving you samples either.
Yes, they are. They started this week. What
That's
they do
right.
is they're serving them in little individually. I read this. Okay, I don't know this for a fact. I read this on a news article that they're individually wrapping their samples now. And I'm like, well, that kind of just,
What for?
Well,
because everybody loves the free samples. because
You know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars that when I worked there at Kroger's with Boar's Head, of thousands of dollars a month of free slices. It costs a lot of money to get those, and I'm sure at Costco's as well. But it was time consuming too, very time consuming.
Yeah.
Well, it's considered the cost of advertising.
You get one customer asking to sample 2 or 3 things, and you've got 4 or 5 customers waiting, and you can't do anything about it because that's what you're supposed to do. That's customer service. But, the next person can come up and do the same thing, but it's very time consuming. And if they don't like it, you got to wrap it up and take something else out until you find what they like.
I wish they had done that at the bank. Can I have a sample of that? Can I have a sample of that?
I'd like to sample that $1,000 bill. How does that feel?
They don't make, the highest denomination they make is 100.
Really? I want $1 million bill. Because it'd make it easier to carry.
The reason they did that was because it was supposed to knock down
theft.
The idea of having a ton of cash, or the idea was to make sure that you had to have a lot of cash before you could buy drugs, because there were $1,000 bills, there were $50,000 bills. I mean, there were really really high denomination. But think about it, a $50,000 bill. God, it just that would just almost be. You could just hand them an envelope with that, with just, little tiny.
Yeah. But where are you going to cash that at? You can't go to Whataburger.
Go to any pawn shop.
Definitely.
Any pawn shop.
Bonnie made a good point. She said that giving free samples, it draws in a lot of customers.
It's also a tax write-off. It's part of their advertising budget.
Yeah.
So
that's an advertising thing.
So don't feel sorry for them. The people you feel sorry for are the people on the front lines that are having to do all the damn work. Those are the people you feel bad for.
Yeah.
So.
And that would be her on the front.
Exactly.
On her feet.
But I'd have to eat some of it going, well, I can't recommend things if I don't know what it tastes like. And then I forgot what it tasted like yesterday, so I'm going to have to try it again today.
And then on her day off, she tunes this in. What is wrong
with her?
Bonnie is a great friend.
Bonnie.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I've known Bonnie is it 3 years? It's going on 3 years.
I would not ask any of my friends to watch this show. If they want to watch it, that's wonderful, but I'm not going to beg them to, because, my God, I love them. I don't want to put them through anything like this.
He said it also will customers, and you're building a personal relationship with them.
Well, just bring Bonnie on. Let's have a class on customer relations. Well, we'll bring Bonnie on, and we'll just do a class on customer relations, because we obviously need it, because we don't care about our customers. We just do what we want to do. Right?
We do care about our customers.
Yes,
really?
we do.
How do we show that we care about our customers? We
come on every day and share knowledge with them. And of course, we're on Tipsy Tuesday. We're just having fun, having great laughs, and sharing stories. But the other days we have really knowledgeable, wonderful people to share their knowledge with us.
Well, we do. But you know what? I think we should pass the plate and then do some preaching, because I tell you what, everybody's in a bad mood lately.
It might be the weather.
No, I think
it's Mercury retro.
Okay, if I hear retrograde one more time, I'm going to puke. I'm just going to puke. I'm so sick of hearing that. Seriously, I'm sick.
Well, you just got to feel it.
It stops on Sunday.
Here's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of hearing Mercury retrograde.
All right, here
is the communication.
I am sick of hearing mask hurt your health. Don't wear a mask. I'm sick of hearing that. I am sick of hearing about virus parties where people send their loved ones to parties so they can get ill. Like the chickenpox parties.
Now that is sick. That is sick.
I'm sick of people bitching just to be bitching. I am sick and tired of people looking to argue. I can put up something simple like, I'm in a good mood, and someone will go on Facebook, well, why the fuck are you in a good mood? What's there to be happy about? I mean, people are just looking for reasons to argue and fight. It's like, oh my gosh, You got the same clothes to get happy
Well, you
in.
got to understand, a lot of them have just been so darn cooped up.
Oh, like I haven't?
You got the stand-up energy that they've just taken it out on Facebook. And I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just people expressing their emotions and their feelings.
Well, I'm going to give myself permission to start expressing myself because I've been holding
I
back.
don't think you have a bit of problem.
I don't think that's an issue.
I've been holding it back.
That would be,
and I've been pushing it down and holding it back.
I laugh at you. I actually laugh at you on that one. Having a not.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Even my rings are flying off on that. Going no.
Well, when your pants fly off, let us know because that'll be something.
I don't want to ever see that. I don't know if that happened. Now, I might be a little distressed over that.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Why? Nobody can see. What are you doing? Are you
The
just
idea that all of a sudden they're being pulled.
Okay,
Yeah, that
so
would be unnerving. I have had somebody like growl in my ear, that real loud grrr in my ear before.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I just pretty much told them, get the out of here.
Yeah.
We don't do that here. Thank you, but no.
Was that a live person or a dead person?
are you
It
talking
was
about
somebody from the other side.
Really? Maybe he was
It was
just
somebody from the other
maybe
side.
he just wanted to kiss
somebody?
you. Maybe he was flirting.
Maybe somebody in limbo then?
No, this was not a
You
flirt.
don't? No, well, not when you're growling.
No, not when they growl.
Someone's been
It's more
singing
the
in my
fear factor, just trying to rattle you.
Somebody's been singing in my backyard lately. It's driving me nuts. Seriously, they'll just go out there and sing a little bit. I go out there and go, be quiet. It gets quiet. I come back in, they're singing again. It's like, what the hell? They sing pretty good, though. I can't complain about the quality.
Well,
My next door neighbor is Spanish American, and he has his own construction company. And they are just super wonderful people. And on Saturdays, he cooks for them so that he's sure that his crew eats a really, really, really good meal, has, something to drink and those kinds of things on Saturdays. Saturdays or Friday nights. And man, I miss that mariachi music because you could hear it in the backyard or you could hear it coming from, when I'm in the kitchen or whatever. And they love their culture. They love their family. They love their friends. But seriously, I'm really kind of concerned in the fact that, I know his construction business is still doing okay and things, but you do worry about his people and not being able to eat or not being able to afford things or whatever. But I miss that. I miss that sound. I knew people were having a good time. They were being, taken care of and eating,
Well, we had a contract.
I wasn't invited, but that's okay.
That's okay. You got the energy from it, though. You fed off the energy.
You got to hear the beautiful music.
Well, we had a
Beautiful
contract.
music. I love mariachi music, man. I love it.
I do
When we lived
too.
in San Antonio. Oh my
I do too.
God, I loved it.
I do too.
I still do.
Well, we had a contractor in and out of the house all last year, because we were doing different things to the house because it was breaking. Everything kept breaking. And I called him the other day just to see how he was doing, and he hasn't had any work except one job since March. So I've been going around the house looking for little odd jobs that we could have done. And, I called him last night, and he's going to have him come over and paint the kitchen. I can't afford to give him a big job, but, we're eating.
Does he trim trees?
Yes. You want me to give his number?
Yeah, because I need the tree in the front trimmed and I need the backyard completely redone.
Okay.
Well, Deborah, why don't you share his information on Facebook, and that'll help him out.
I do. I've shared it several times, but I can share it again. In fact, I found him on Facebook through another friend. That's how I found him. So, and he's so honest.
Well, yeah, let's put the community to work.
Yeah.
Let's try and put the community to work.
So,
Hey,
He
Deborah.
has something to say.
Yeah. Bonnie's teasing you.
she's what?
She said your old man has been showering and singing with all this rain.
No, I'm the naked one in the backyard. I love to dance in the rain and dance and all that. Oh my God. I love being out in the rain. And I love to drum. Have you ever gone out and drum naked in the rain? Oh my God, it's phenomenal. Absolutely. You don't do it in the winter. It's too cold. I do. I go out and drum in the rain. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't believe I don't have any Native American blood in me because I love to drum. I do.
Have you had that test done? Do
Yeah.
you know for sure?
Yes, we're direct descendants of Pocahontas on my grandmother's side, on my mother's side. It is a straight line, boom. But that's so far in the past, it doesn't show up in your DNA. But I was told all my life that we were part Cherokee. We were not part Cherokee. Oh my God. I don't know how that started. My dad literally disowned me, said I could not be his child because I had no Indian blood. And his grandmother was full blood Cherokee. He literally disowned me for 3 years.
Well, that's their loss.
But no, but I am so white bread. I don't think there's anyone more white bread than me that may be the Queen of England. Seriously.
Yeah, well, we don't know what's in her closet, so don't go there.
Well, that's true. That's true. But, I think everyone should do their DNA. I think it'd be enlightening for them to find out.
Yeah, mine comes from the Aztecs and Mayan cultures. That's where my DNA from the Native American comes from. It's from the Americas, and it is a native part.
I think the Mayans are the really intriguing people. Really, really intriguing.
Yeah, I was one of those people that sacrificed people for the good of the crops.
Well,
which is probably why I don't like to do that today. I don't like arguments. I don't like, I don't like hurting people. I don't like that because that was an emotional component. I mean, seriously, you do it for the betterment of what the tribe would be.
Right.
But that's not me today.
I've always wondered how they came up with that belief system. What happened that they go, oh gosh, if we shed this blood, things will be better. I wonder what made them figure that out, that was the thing to do. That's always fascinating.
I don't know. I don't know. That I find that extraordinary that you would take a lot. Well, it's life force. I know that. But I don't understand that, particular culture. I don't know.
Well, I'm Viking.
I don't remember. Let me put it. I don't remember.
You don't remember. I don't remember. I don't recall.
Even of alcohol, I might remember, but I don't recall.
So Viking, Irish, Scotch, and English. That's my makeup. Yeah.
Well, that explains the horn, from the Viking and the woman with the big boobs,
The kilts.
Viking.
It explains the fascination with kilts. I'm fascinated with kilts.
Okay.
What do they wear under there? I want to know. I'd like to do a poll. Have like 100 men lined up in kilts and just see what they're all wearing underneath. She's so slow today. So slow.
No. Oh. I am. I'm slow today.
You are
very, very slow.
You're ruining all my jokes. I'm gonna go pout.
I am so sorry.
I'm gonna pout.
I'm so not caring.
You're so not caring. All right, Karen. What do you care about?
Let me get my camera. Hold on a second. Let me take a picture of this. I'm recording this. Isn't that what she does? Now, Karen.
Yeah.
Now, all the Karens in the world are griping and bitching about the fact that they're using that in a derogatory way. It's like, girl, you don't know what having a derogatory name is until you've been named Elizabeth.
How's that derogatory?
All the way back to the beginning of time.
You're always queens. How is that derogatory?
I am the queen.
Yeah. Queen bitch. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. You got to be queen of something.
My throne, my little section of the world.
You got to be queen of something. Might as well be that.
I'll be queen of this room.
So Martha, is Martha on this week? Who's on Thursday? Who we got Thursday? Gail always knows. I'm putting her on the spot.
Who do we have tomorrow?
Huh?
Who's on tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow's our last Wednesday, our last scheduled Wednesday, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We're off on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah. So let me see if I can find my glasses and find my phone. Jeez, Golly, have a team and can't count on any of y'all. My God.
I know that is just the
Sandra's
horror.
tomorrow. How could you forget that, gal? Sandra's tomorrow.
Oh my God.
I'm not looking at that. In fact, I better send her a message and remind her, huh?
Yeah, and I need to
Oh
sing
my God, I was looking at Thursday. I've
Catherine's
got her listed on
Thursday.
Wednesday. Today's only Tuesday. Oh Lord, I am so behind.
So tomorrow we got Sandra Larson, and for y'all that don't know who
Yes.
Sandra is, she is the real animal whisperer. It's not just dogs, right? It's everybody, everything.
Yeah, all kinds of animals.
I wonder if she could come talk to my husband. Tell me what he's really thinking. He's such an animal. No. He worked his butt off this weekend. He stained my kitchen cabinets, and that turned into be a huge ordeal. And
That's hard work. That is a hard job to do.
yeah, and he doesn't like doing that. And I hate making him do things he doesn't like because, you know,
Well, that's nice.
you know, when you don't enjoy your work, it just takes longer. So anyway,
I want Betty's hat.
she looks like Rebecca at Sunnybrook Farm, doesn't she?
I want that hat. I love that hat.
I've had it for so many years. I've had it for at least 20 years.
That's her beach
I
hat.
love it.
But
That's
she,
my beach hat.
but she doesn't go to the
That's
beach.
a beach hat for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I wish we could go to the beach. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I don't understand how it's her beach hat though when she doesn't go to the beach. I'm confused still.
Well, she got it for the
Prepared.
beach, but she hadn't been to the beach for a while.
Right.
She is
Didn't you
prepared.
guys, Betty, didn't you guys live in Florida at one time? Or
No, but I grew up in Panama.
oh, that's right. Never mind.
Did you really?
Panama.
That's where I was born.
I didn't know that. I mean, we just met recently. It's not like I know your life story yet. I haven't investigated you. I shouldn't do that, I guess.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I usually do that with
coming.
people, just so you know. I usually do a little background check on people if they're going to be in my private life. You know, I like to be prepared. So,
Okay. That's good to know.
yeah, but I haven't done that with you. I've just been letting it flow. I haven't done one on Elizabeth either. I probably should have done that one.
Yeah, well, that's
Are
your
you
fault.
saying you did one on me?
Gail, I didn't have to do one on you because the first time I talked to you, you told me your entire life story.
I don't think so.
Yes, the first time I called you about that retreat many years ago, we were on the phone 2 hours, and I walked away there pretty sure I knew a lot about you. Pretty sure.
Don't remember that, but
But
See?
I've done a lot since then. But
yeah,
I've slept since then.
Yeah.
it's
I
not,
got up early this morning and it was dark and it was cold in the
was
house. It was
70.
really cold.
73 this morning.
And I just snuggled up and I did not wake up until 11:30.
oh well, thanks for joining us. Not a lot of
I know.
preparation.
Oh,
And now she's drinking. Oh my God. I told you she's got a problem. We got to do an intervention.
I'm not drinking today.
Yeah, that's what you
No
said.
drinking.
But
No
you
drinking.
know, we can't be sure.
Yeah, the last one lingered for days. Oh my God.
Days.
I felt bad for like almost a week. It was bad.
I wore this shirt just for you today. I just felt like you were going to need it. Thou shalt not cry.
That's funny. You made me laugh.
I live for that. You know I do.
And you embarrass me. You make me laugh and you embarrass me. All together.
I live for both of those. So I do. I do. So
Betty
anyway,
and I both are getting shirts from Letitia.
what did y'all order?
Miss Letty. Miss
Yeah.
Letty.
I'm getting the grill father because my husband grills
Yes.
all the time.
Yes. Aren't those awesome?
It is awesome. And then my husband has this thing when he starts to tell you something and he'll go, and all like that. Y'all ever hear that? And all like that.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 and all like that. It's like his favorite thing to say. So I am asking her to make a shirt that says, and all like that.
Awesome.
It's like
That's
the,
perfect.
It's like the
And
king and
his
I,
birthday
et
in
cetera, et
October.
cetera, et cetera. With the king and I.
Betty saw one that Letitia posted and said, I got to have that shirt. So,
I haven't heard back from her.
yeah,
She's got
she works until
visitors.
5. So, Letitia, we need to hear from you.
Miss
I mean, I talked to her
Letty, how are
yesterday.
you?
Letty, I'm sorry. I talked to her yesterday on Facebook Messenger. So,
Well, she could be. I mean, this could be one of those days she's working.
yeah. Yeah, she said she's
Yeah.
working till 5.
Yeah, make sure she knows.
And then,
I was thinking about doing that grill father, about getting in touch with my oldest nephew's wife and said, look, this would be perfect for Neil because he built his own grill. That would be the ultimate grill father, I think. His birthday's in November, so yeah.
I want the one that says I'm with Jesus, but she has to add something to it for me. It says I'm with Jesus and he's embarrassed.
Okay, this is what I want my church to say. Anyone who rejects you actually did you a favor. They show you that they aren't qualified to go into your future with you.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that a lot. I want a t-shirt with that on there.
Don't you learn, like you can't, everybody can't go with you at the same time.
That's true.
And I'm tired of dragging their tired, old,
Was that on a
low
t-shirt?
vibrational.
Was that one of the t-shirts or was that just on Facebook?
That was just on Facebook.
There's so much wisdom on Facebook. We should have a Facebook wise book. Seriously, we should. We should just. I could probably download all those and put it into a book. But I'm sure
Things not to say on the air.
Well,
that would be good.
I can't think of anything not to say.
I think
on the air.
I am tired.
I know I am. And I'll be honest, I think I'm a little depressed. I really do, because I'm just, I don't feel like myself. I feel like my edges are dull. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Part of the problem is the weather.
Yeah.
It's dark and dreary. If the sun was out, things would be a little bit better for me. And with the rain, I can't go outside and walk around like I normally do every morning.
Well, it's sunshiny here.
Not here.
I like the rain, but it's the humidity and all the crap in the
can't
air
handle that.
that's really
It's that humidity.
pulling me down. It really is.
I hate it.
So, but it's really amazing. I'm not a person that does a lot other than work, and I love my work. I love doing my investigations. I love working parties. So it's my husband has a lot of hobbies and stuff, and I'm sitting there going, I ain't got nothing to do. And he's got all these things. He likes to do leather works, and he makes this and he makes that, and hell, I don't know what all he does and different things. And he's like, you need a hobby. I'm like, I don't want a hobby. I'm not a hobby person, Once I learn how to do it, I'm usually bored with it. I'll spend the time learning it. And
Once you master something, you're done.
yeah, I'm done. So my hobby's been making videos for the YouTube channel. I made one this morning before we came on the air and put it up on how to do problem solving, the steps of doing a problem situation. And I'm like, really? Is this what it's boiled down to? I spent all night long last night recording scripts. I'm going to put together some hypnosis tapes to put up on the YouTube thing. And that's what I like to do. I like doing stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, maybe it is time to get a hobby. But I can't think of anything that sounds interesting. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
Do you
it
read
is.
books?
Huh?
Do you read books?
Oh,
Do you like to
constantly. Constantly. Mother and I tried to take a bunch of books to Half Price Books the other day to trade them in because I've run out of bookshelf. I have a whole wall of books in my other office. I have 2 offices. And it was full. And then the bookshelf in my bedroom was full. I have 3 shelves there. So we were purging them, and we took them at the half. You have to have an appointment now at Half Price to turn in your books.
Yep, you sure do.
So that didn't work, So
I've got 2 full bookcases of those really good hardback books. Mm-hmm. When a new book would come out, we'd have to go to, Sam's, and Mother would get Tom Clancy and, all those people.
Mother loves those.
All those really
See, I don't read those, but, she likes them.
I've got the really big hard case books. I bet I've got a car full that I've already taken. That I've already
But why do you
actually
have to have
taken.
an appointment? I don't understand that. Why an appointment?
because you have to sit there and wait while they go through and price all of or get the information on how much the books actually are of value so they can get your check to you.
It only takes
And
about
even when
20
it wasn't
minutes.
social distancing, you could sometimes have to wait 30, 45 minutes.
I've never had to wait that long, but and I like to keep my books, so I don't trade in a lot of my books, but I had to. I was just running out of space,
I'm getting rid of a whole bunch.
And I have a lot of first editions and signed copies and things like that. And so,
yeah.
There's a coffee shop in Waxahachie where if you want to donate your books, you can put them in their bookshelf, and anybody that wants to read a book, they can take it and they can bring one back. And it's take one, share one.
those are cool.
I love that idea.
Which one is that, Betty?
Fresh Market. Over by the railroad tracks.
Well, the one you and I met at?
Yeah.
Where are they keeping those books? I don't remember where those books are.
Between the counter and the restaurant.
Oh, that little shelf is, you go down the hall to go to the bathroom. That's just, yeah, okay.
She thought it was
I forgot about
decoration.
that. I'm like in my head going, where is that at? I remember now. I remember now.
We have so many kids in our neighborhood that walk to school. I had thought about putting a library house out in the front yard, for the kids to get books and stuff. And then I realized that most of the books I read are not appropriate for children, so that probably wasn't a good idea.
Now, they have one of those in downtown Waxahachie too. Those little libraries, public boxes, right across the courthouse.
Yeah. Waxahachie's got a lot of cool, amazing stuff for people.
I like reading books like on the Gnostic books and things like that. I like a lot of the books that you've been posting, Betty. I've read a lot of those. I like reading those. And I try to go back and read the Kabbalah, the book I have on Kabbalah again, and I didn't like it the first time, and I don't like it this time either. So, but the first time I read it, I made myself read it. But this time I'm just like, I'm not going to finish it.
There's some books that are better than others on Kabbalah.
Yeah, well, this one sucks. So I'll put it aside, and if I ever need to start a fire, I'll use this book to start the fire.
Okay.
It's be easy to burn. So what do you guys do for hobbies?
No.
Well,
I make bracelets and necklaces.
See, I used to do that, and I got bored with that too.
been practicing the drum.
Yeah.
All right, so sometimes I just sit here and go, and Betty taught me the heartbeat.
I like that.
And you can go. You get different tones. Or you can go,
Awesome.
just anything you want to do with it. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Anything, and you can go around and make different. So we've been practicing that. What kind of drum is yours, Betty?
It's a table drum.
It's tall.
It's about 2 feet tall and 2 feet in diameter, and it's real heavy. It's an Indian drum, and I bought it at an antique store. So it's kind of heavy to move around, and I bought me a really big mallet, and it's really loud.
Wow.
So you just sit and practice that and whatever else, cards, playing with the cards,
Yeah.
E-chain.
Just before all this happened, Scott spent a fortune buying drum skins so he could redo all the heads on our drums. So we all have new heads, but there's no place to go drumming right now. So.
Go outside and drum while that person's singing. Maybe they'll go away.
Maybe that's what they need. They need
Go away.
Stop
your singing.
Go away, or I'm going to beat the crap out
Stop
of
your
you.
singing. Stop
If
your
you
singing.
don't have sage, take your drum and just go around the house.
Yeah.
You do
Or
know
get
that
a
if you
piece
do that
of-
wrong, you will bring them in and not and shove them out. There's a right way and a wrong way to do that.
Well, it's the intention you're setting.
Well,
It's all about
sometimes
intention.
the intention's not enough. I'm just telling you. So you have to be really careful about that. Opening up doors.
Well, I think I bring in the Tupperware gods because I have a piece of Tupperware and 2 sticks.
Okay, so we've been talking and I missed a couple of comments.
Tupperware.
Put a tuna casserole in that thing, all right?
All right,
Comments.
comments. Shirley Early said they have book libraries that are in random places. You drive up and get a book and take a book, which is a great concept.
Do you leave one and you take one? Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Awesome.
And then she also said spiritual guiding garden, hand drum, bake, cook, play games online with grandson. Watch all of you. So maybe what she means that we should all be playing our drums in the show.
I'm not playing my
I don't
drum on
know
this
about
show.
I'll have to get supper.
I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead.
It's, you don't have to have a musical degree. You don't have to be even musical. I mean, all you're doing is just, and you can do anything. You can move around the drum to get different.
Mm-hmm.
Just different parts of the drum makes different sounds.
I was playing the other day. I was playing with the tambourine. I've got a little tambourine, and I did pretty good with the drumming with the tambourine because you get that extra jiggle with the little discs around the sides. So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, there's a technique for tambourining.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is what happened the last time I decided I need a hobby. I decided I was going to learn to play the flutes. Do I know how to play the flute? No. No. I can barely get a noise out of them.
Okay.
That's that one. And then we have this one. I've watched videos. This one won't even blow because it's out of alignment. It's got a pretty wolf on it though. So
Those are pretty. Those are really.
Oh. Okay.
This
yeah,
one's Irish.
Yeah.
There goes the snake.
Yeah.
That one makes me cough.
that's Irish.
I didn't even hear that one.
Okay, every dog in Garland is going. Stop!
So before that, I was going to crochet. I have the longest sock. I have a body sock somewhere in the house. It is a sock that fits my left foot that goes all the way up to my boobs. Because I couldn't figure.
My mom would start that in like August. Excuse me, she'd start her crochet in August. And by the time it got really, really cold, she had a really nice sized blanket by then. Excuse me.
I'm not very good with my hands.
Well, Deborah,
What?
Bonnie suggested that you take up the bagpipes.
I have a bagpipe.
Oh my God. Everything on my desk just flew off.
The dogs run and hide under the bed.
Everybody.
I have one. Scott bought me a starter kit for Christmas one year. And that's when I also got the Irish flute. Oh my God. And it makes your lips vibrate and you walk around like this all day.
Oh my God. Everything flew off my desk. Seriously, like, no.
Oh my God. It is hell. I don't know why they play those things. They are hell. They are hell. So I have one of those. What else? Probably if you suggested, I have tried it. It just doesn't do anything for me, and I don't have a natural talent for certain things. I like to write. I write for fun. I do a lot of writing. A lot of writing. A lot of writing. I do a lot of reading.
Well, I do. I work.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that I love what I do for work. I love it. I love it. So it doesn't feel like I'm working. So I think that's where part of my stress is right now. I can't work the way I like to work. And, so I'm feeling the lack, It's not about money. It's about doing. It's not about the money. Well, whose phone was that? Give me that phone.
I do voiceovers. I do commercials. I do creative videos. I have 3 radio shows.
You're busy all the time. You're always telling us how busy you are.
I'm busy all the time. If it's not one thing, it's another. Well, I think it was probably my mom who said, don't get stuck with one thing. You want to make sure your toolbox is varied, because she got really, really bored. But she's a lot like Deborah. She will take it. She will learn everything there is to know about it, work it to death, and then she's done.
Yeah.
Because she's mastered it, and it's on to the next.
Yeah, I used to, when I was younger, I used to go rock climbing and used to go all over to the different states, digging rocks and crystals. But now I can't do that with my knees. So that's really difficult. I love doing that stuff by myself. And so now my family would freak out if I went and did that by myself. They'd be like, and they'd be calling me.
Well, yeah, that would not be my first choice.
No.
But I do classes online. I do all kinds of stuff. I mean, seriously, there is always something to do. And then I like to do research, but I like to play games too. I like to play games. I love, anything that will help your brain power or whatever it is that you're seeking out. But
I love doing it. Go and play Anne Ransom's game.
I have it if you want to play it.
I haven't played it.
I have it if you want to play it, Betty.
I think we'd need to figure out. Well, yeah. I was going to ask her about that yesterday, and I forgot.
Yeah, I did too, because I don't know that I'm doing it right. I'm having difficulty. It's just not ringing my bell. And
well, maybe you need 1 or 2 more people to do it with. So instead of 2, maybe 4.
Maybe what we need is to have her do a class at night to show us how to do it.
That would be cool, because I'm sure there's something I'm not doing.
We need educational classes at night.
You know what the most fun I had ever my whole life, though? About 6 or 7 years ago, I worked with another nonprofit. We did a joint project together, and we developed a cartoon for kids that was written by kids. And then we got graphic artists from the local college to animate it. And we made this cartoon, and I got to do one of the voices. That was the most fun I have ever had in my entire life.
It is.
Except
Isn't that awesome? Isn't that fun?
Yes.
I mean, that is creativity.
It was awesome. It was totally awesome. So I would love to see something like that happen with the council when we get, the ability to get out and about more and can work together closely. So, because kids, they come up with the best ideas. They were so smart. They really fascinate me. They really do.
What other things like that have you done with the council?
Well, the council, we've written several curriculums. We have a coaching curriculum where we certify coaches. We have the handwriting therapy where we certify handwriting therapists. We have a program for parents that teaches them how to help their children that have mental health issues. We have a professional in service that we provide to, and we've taught at the Dallas Juvenile Center and all the major juvenile centers in Texas and stuff, teaching them how to have better skills and empathy to help the families. We have a teen curriculum to help teenagers learn to take care of themselves. We have the handwriting therapy that we offer to clients. We have the listening program, which is a music therapy to help them to integrate left and right brain. We used to have support groups that focused on mental health and transgender issues, not together. They were separate. Okay. So not to give the wrong idea, because we didn't have any transgender support groups for young teens at the time. And so we had that. And then we train people on how to facilitate support groups. So they're not running them like 12-step programs. Breathe, Deborah.
Well, do you do a lot of these on a group environment, or are they one-on-one?
We can do it both ways. The nice thing that Sharon and I did before Sharon passed, that we made the decision that all of our curriculums were going to be online, available to people, and we wrote the books to be self-help. Well, now my phone's doing it. What the hell? And it's off. That's weird.
And now my phone's ringing.
It must be an Amber Alert.
What is the deal?
So we can teach people on a one-to-one basis. We can do group classes and group support things. But if they want to, they can go on Amazon and buy the books and do them themselves at their own pace, that type of thing. So I'm hoping once we get to a point where we're out of this mess, is that we can start doing more coaching certification, because frankly, I'm running into a lot of people that they're coaches, but their clients come to me and they're not really seeing to the needs of their clients because they don't know how to help their clients define an outcome and reach that outcome. And that's what coaching is. Coaching is not counseling. And a lot of coaches are pseudo counselors, and it's not what that's intended to be. So
how does that training course look like? Is it a one-on-one course, or is it?
No, we do group. We do group. I have done one-on-one courses when people needed to get certified and they couldn't attend the classes. So, I can do it both ways. And what I'd like to do is train about 10 people to be trainers so that I don't have to do all the training anymore. Because right now, since Sharon is gone, and Lori Dees was one of my people that I work closely with. She's in Florida now, and she's doing something else. It's back on my back again. So
how long would it take to get the certification?
It's 3 days. It's 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah. It's Friday nights, Saturday, and Sunday. And I mean, it's intensive and it's a lot of work. I work your butt off. But you leave there knowing that you don't know a lot. No, I'm just teasing. But, the thing about it is that you can pick up the phone and call and get support anytime you need it. So we don't leave you out to hang and dry.
That's pretty good.
So I like teaching. I love to teach. I really do. I think that's why I'm stressed out right now. I'm not getting to teach, and I really miss doing that. So,
can you do online classes or Zoom classes?
I could. Right now, I just, most people don't have the money for classes this is my downfall. I am an excellent marketer. I hate doing it. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. So, generally all the classes that have come our way have been brought to me on the silver platter by someone saying, I have this group of people, will you teach us? Or, because I have a continuing education school for my private investigation field as well. So I teach in that arena too. And people come to me going, I need CE credits. Yeah, I can put together a class for you. And it'll be this much and we'll do it and blah, 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 I don't go out and actively market because I hate it. If I had someone to market, I could probably rock and roll every weekend or every week with some kind of class, because I have probably 30 subjects that I can teach on depending on what field they're interested in. So, but thank you for asking. No one ever asked me about those things.
I was curious.
Ladies, we're about almost an hour now.
Wow. We talked about nothing for an hour.
Time goes by so fast when you're having fun, right?
And y'all were so impressed with my flute playing. I may have to do this again.
Oh my goodness. What an impression that made.
What's really
There were
sad?
animals everywhere. Everywhere.
What's sad about that is I played trombone for 7 years, and I was quite good at it. Won a lot of awards for it. You would think I could pick these up and just boom. No.
Well, we enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing.
She looks thrilled.
We need to get Cornell Kinderconnect to come on the show. He actually teaches how to play flutes. I mean, he does classes and stuff.
He does.
He is just an amazing individual. Maybe we need to get him on the show and show us the correct way to play a flute.
That would be a good idea, because it's his fault that I had these flutes, because a friend of mine from high school took his course. All right. And she bought this flute.
He's awesome.
And she played this wonderful flute music for me. And she and I had been in band together in school. And I'm like, oh, that's just incredible. I just love that. I have to do that. And so I went out and bought all these flutes. I bought one. It didn't sound good. I'm like, well, it's a flute. I need a better flute. So I kept buying better flutes. Never improved.
Yeah.
But I did not take the course, so I cannot blame him for that. So.
Oh, it's time to take it.
Well, Cornell used to go on at night and he was playing something that would help people during this virus thing to like calm down.
Oh, really?
To go to sleep or to do those kinds of things. And, you know, I just think he's an awesome individual. He is just a super, super guy.
Can
and
you
I
call
love
him?
his music.
On his
He is
page?
just,
Can you call him?
Elizabeth, does he have that on his page or YouTube?
I think so. Cornell Kinder Connect.
It's a very interesting name. Can you call him and ask him?
I'll try.
That would be wonderful. But anyway, I would love to see that. By the end of this week, I will have some hypnosis videos up on YouTube. The first one I'm going to do is anxiety, because I hypnotize myself when I do these things, so I will get the benefit of that.
Good. That's awesome. Yes. There are benefits to that. Yes.
And that,
Yes.
oh, and Betty, the secondary course of coaching is how to write your own hypnosis scripts and how to do hypnosis with your clients. So that's the second. Once you do level 1, level 2 is hypnosis. So anyway.
Yeah, don't you love hypnosis? I love it. I love hypnosis.
I do. And I love the fact that no matter what I do for my clients, I get the benefit from. I hypnotize myself.
Yeah, you always do.
So it's awesome.
Absolutely. Anytime you do anything of a positive nature or help to release things, then it helps you as well. So yeah, absolutely.
And I figured out a way to help people that say they don't like to do hypnosis or they don't do it well. I'm going to do a visual video with the hypnosis script. So if they don't want to close their eyes, that they will at least sit there and watch this mundane, repetitive video, and that will put them into a deeper state, whether they realize it or not.
It can be done. Yes.
By God, you will be hypnotized or else.
Okay, you're either hypnotized or I'm going to put a spell on you. Which one do you want?
Yeah, I'll call Elizabeth.
Hypnosis or a spell?
I'll call Elizabeth. She'll put a spell on you.
My mom used to say that, honey, could you put a spell on me? I'm going, yeah, sure, I'd be glad to.
Yeah, it works every time.
Abracadabra.
Did she? Of course, now she knows better.
Tomorrow's bring your puppies to the computer screen, because Sandra Larson will be here and they'll want to see her. And who knows?
She's going to only probably do 2 or 3, so I guess we'll pick a couple of people.
No, I'm just saying they're going to come watch.
Let's just see
they
what-
want to come watch.
Let's see who shows up.
Yeah, she's going to do my
All right,
Iggy.
so everybody join us tomorrow.
She's definitely doing my Iggy, because that dog is weird. So I need some help.
Well, that'll be exciting. Let's find out about your dog.
Yeah, my dog is weird. Very, very
How's
weird.
Gemma?
They're supposed to do surgery hopefully by 2 today. They had to postpone it from yesterday because they had an emergency. And so I'm also stressed out about that, because I'm ready. The energy in this house is so different with her not here. It is amazing what that dog has done for this house. Amazing. She is my dog.
Maybe that's why you're depressed.
I think it is.
Maybe it is actually because you're missing your animal.
Yeah, because I kept waking up last night looking for her. You know, because
Good point. Yeah.
She probably wonders why she's.
I think it's your animal.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's it. As soon as she comes back, it's just going to be all better. Because you've been acting a lot better since you've gotten that animal.
What do you mean been acting better?
Let me reword that. That's not exactly how I wanted that to come out.
Excuse me?
Not on your whole heart.
Clarify.
No. That is not what I'm. Oh my God!
I'm putting a spell on you.
So bad.
Oh my God!
That is not what I meant. That-
She's
All right.
happier.
The earrings are coming off. Boy, those are fighting words. What do you mean?
No, that is so not what I meant. I meant
you
you
think
act
they'd be
as if
calmer?
you're happier.
Happier or calmer?
Calmer. I don't see calm as a word that would go in her vocabulary. As
Damn,
calm.
look at my
No.
hair now. Put the hat back
But
on.
I see a different energy. It's more of it's kind of like it's almost a childlike energy. It's like I'm excited and this is new. And what is she going to do? You know, and how is she going to fit in the family and those kinds of things. It's a different type of energy is what I meant. It's a good thing. It's a healthy energy that you would want to share with others.
You know what we call that, Elizabeth? What you're doing right now?
Yes.
It's called crawdadding. You're being a crawdad.
Yeah.
And you're backing it up. You know what my mom, no.
Did you hear that? That was confirmation.
I
Hear
know.
that ding?
No, you know what?
Well, that was Sandra Larson confirming tomorrow.
Cool. But
So,
my mom says
right,
that I do
so-
act just like I did as a kid. So that's confirmation of what you just said. She goes, you're just like you were when you were a little girl. I said, I was a fascinating person.
Oh, I get paid for this, people. Just throwing it out for free here. Just
all right, we ready, ladies? Because it's 1:15. It's time. So we look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow with Sandra Larson. So thank you for sharing your time and energy with us at the Spiritual Neighborhood Lunch Bunch. We're a community project of the Council of the Family for Children. To contact any of the hosts, Elizabeth, Deborah, or myself, email us.
whatever her name is.
That's the clue. Email us
Canada Dry.
at Spiritual
Keep
Neighborhood.
Canada Dry.
And don't be shy to ask to be a guest on the show. And until we eat again, because it is lunchtime, stay safe, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow.
I'm putting up with these nuts.
Guys,
I just want you to know I'm putting up with all these
Animal
nuts.
Planet.
Bye, y'all.